Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm looking a little shabby. It's been a very long day and it's like 5:30 and I had planned on doing this video a little earlier and then I was a little fresher, but that just did not happen. So my apologies. Anyway, so today I wanted to do a video that I felt kind of compelled to do a little bit because I'm getting a lot of emails and it's just last minute gifts, but I've been getting a lot of emails saying like, hey, we're delivering for Christmas or order by now or whatever. And so today's the last day, you get my drift. So I wanted to put my spin on it because I find I'm so limited this year on account of us being high risk that there's just so much stuff that I just noticed that we can't do or it'd be harder or whatever, right? So I wanted to share what I would do for a last minute gift if you haven't gotten your shopping done or haven't finished it or whatever. So I've separated these into two categories. One is under the tree and not under the tree. So I'm gonna start with not under the tree. If you are remote, if you are not going to be with them, if you are completely out of time, anything like that, maybe it's just better for the recipient, who cares? If it works for you, Godspeed. Not under the tree, gift cards from any retailer they would like. And if you don't know, spring for a credit card gift card like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, you get my drift. I think Amex is waiving the fees on those. I think it's what they advertised to me the other day. So there you go. Something else I would say is gift cards to places they go to, such as like a salon, a restaurant, kind of like a post-Rona, light at the end of the tunnel. So that might land well with them, kind of depending on where you live, your restrictions, what's safe to do. If that is somebody who would appreciate a gift that, gives them something to look forward to once they can do it, that could land well. You could also do like a dessert or like a baked good from a local bakery and have it either delivered or door dashed, or we have a thing here in Austin called Runner City. So if you have an equivalent to that in your city where it's just like people doing it, so there's no middlemen taking all the money, you can look into that, or you can call the bakery and see if that's an option. But I like that twofold. One is it's a consumable, and I'm very pro consumables for gifts. The other reason is because it's important to support small businesses right now. Yeah, and I mean, my God, everybody wants a dessert at Christmas. It's just like the one day that we're all just like, screw it, let's do it. Yeah, so yeah, it is a crowd pleaser, it's efficient, and you're supporting a local business, which is always a great idea. And then lastly, I would throw out donating in their name. Whatever their cause is, anything they like to support or champion, obviously like donate on behalf of them to an organization they would want you to donate to. Don't get like shitty and political about it, but like, there are a ton of organizations, and it's totally dependent on that person. But yeah, that's also a great idea. And I know that especially this year, oh my God, there are so many organizations that are just they don't have as much as they normally would because of unemployment and just, resource allocation and all that kind of stuff, right? Like, it's harder for everybody. So giving them some money may be just exactly the gift that that person would want to give. So yeah, gifts that can go under the tree. I'm a very big fan of giving alcohol. I think alcohol is a great gift, especially this year. Alcohol is a great gift. I love it. I think it's wonderful. Obviously, alcohol that they would consume, but like if you know they're into wine, if you know they're into whatever, you can also call like a local liquor store or local wine store and speak to somebody and get some advice, especially if it's in stock. That would be great. Plus you're supporting local business, which is like a twofer. And they typically will put like, I know Bailey's is putting like a bow on their stuff, and like, yeah, they'll make it cute. Another thing, so I know that like Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus wrap, they'll like do a gift wrap of sorts for you. The other reason I bring them up is because obviously in-store retail sales are like real down, and they are, I just had somebody DM me yesterday, in an effort to keep their jobs, they're just like throwing free stuff at you basically. So they do curbside and they do shipping. I would heavily advise you to do curbside on account of time. But yeah, and just because, you know, poor UPS can't do it all. But yeah, I would really encourage that. Plus you can just have them wrap it and it's just done. And then they can get excited because they see the Neiman Marcus or the Nordstrom or the whatever, right? Just like that way you've supported somebody directly because those people make commission, and you've given a tangible item, and it's curbside, so you can just check that thing off your list. If you need advice on what to get, beauty products always, I mean, as long as you know what they're into, you could do candles, you could do accessories, Uggs, slippers, just as far as you want to go down that road. I just put in an order with the girl who DM'd me with Alyssa, and she, normally I shop with one person in particular, but she hit me up and was like, terrified. So I was like, okay. So I put in an order for a bunch of stuff. So when that rolls in, I'll haul it probably in the new year, I'd imagine, but who knows. And then something else, if you're on a budget, I know Target does curbside drop off or curbside pickup. And the Target technology that they use for that, I actually know how that works. And it is the most, if you have the app, it is the most seamless curbside experience you could possibly have. They've got designated drive-up spots. If you've got the app open, you tell them you're on your way, you identify your car, so it's just like the make and model, and it's the color and model, that's it. And then you just pull up into the drive-up spots, and if the app is open, the second you pull up, it changes to the verification code. You pop your trunk. Honestly, so Whole Foods for us has been what's delivering our food lately because they have been able to, but things that, you know, aren't Whole Foodsy things like the Oreos or the seasonal candies or the, you know, whatever, like the coffee creamers, that kind of stuff I've had to get from Target. And if you are new to my channel, I don't like going into Target at all. So the curbside experience has just been fantastic because it's super fast, and it's just so seamless, and you legitimately feel safe. You know what I mean? Because they don't get anywhere near you. So that's just really lovely, and I'm super thankful for it. And it couldn't be a more like smooth experience, you know? So for a big box store, they're actually doing a great job of that. And I just really appreciate it because we're high risk, so I don't want to take like any risks, right? So yeah, so I wanted to shout that out. Plus, you know, they've obviously got like a huge range of budget options, and you can filter. This is not sponsored. God, I wish it was. I love that. But you could filter by, I don't think they would sponsor somebody who doesn't want to go into the stores, but you can filter by the pickup. Like, so I would prefer to go to this store. Do they have it? And then if they don't, they can tell you who does. So you can filter by that, so then you know where to go for what. But ultimately, it just makes for like super smooth sailing, and that's deeply appreciated this year because there's just like, I'm just seeing everybody saying like, oh my God, this got delayed, or it's back ordered now, or there's shipping issues and like all that stuff, right? So, but yeah, so just hopefully, you know, this was a little helpful. I know it's nothing like revolutionary, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to turn it. And I think it's super important to just kind of throw out whatever life raft I can or we can as individuals. So whether that's supporting a small business or supporting a charity organization or any kind of organization doing some good, local stuff. And then like, I think ultimately it's about recognizing the humanity in each other and noticing that we're all in this together and we're all surviving the most intense year that any of us have lived through together. You know, so I think no matter what you give anybody, the fact that you did it, despite all this shit, is going to be appreciated. But hopefully we gave you a little bit of an idea of what to do or helped you get your wheels turning. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching, y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.